Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bodybuilding News Network. We have it seems every episode, Mr. Marcus Max Muscle joining us for a very quick, but I think relatively important news update regarding the Prague Pro, the 2024 Prague Pro. We do have already some big hitting names jumping into this show. You've got people like, Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, you got Rafael Brandao most likely doing both shows, or at least one of them.
I'm not sure. I'm not positive. There's
Because
not
he's
a
doing,
list put out yet, is there?
well, no, there's not an official list, but Rafael Brandao has, or at least people have said that he's doing the Romania, but you got to think he's probably going to do both. They're only a week apart.
Does he like to compete that often though? He was one
No,
of the, he was going to do the UK, the Arnold UK after the Open or the Ohio, but he didn't.
that's true. Well,
It's hard to
it,
say.
yeah,
Hopefully he'll be there.
from what I'm seeing from other news outlets, most people are confirming that he's doing the show. I thought I even saw on his Instagram that he said he was going to be doing the show, but I could be
No,
wrong.
he'll be doing it then if you say
So
yeah.
you've got Raphael, you've got Akeem, who said he's doing the Romania. So you got a lot of these guys that are doing that show that there's a chance that they're also going to be doing the Prague. What is the most exciting news from today is six-time Classic Physique Olympia champion and recently retired professional bodybuilder Chris Bumstead announced that he's going to be doing the Prague Pro, which is massive news because now you're going to get to see. I don't know how many other names you know, Mark, but you've got Martin Fitzwater, top 4 in the world after this last Olympia, his first Olympia. And then you have Chris Bumstead, a guy who started out open, and then once Classic came out, has essentially just dominated that division. So he's really never lost. You've got Chris Bumstead coming into that show versus Martin Fitzwater. Are there any other big names that we know of so far that are probably going to be doing the Prague Pro?
Unless Samson jumps in. I don't think he
Mm,
was advertising that he was doing it last year, did he?
I
Didn't he just
thought,
jump
yeah,
in?
he usually does the Romania or the Prague.
Well,
Historically,
that
he's
would
done the
be
Romania a
something.
couple times.
The Prague never ceases to get bigger and better every year. Krizo
Yeah,
won it one year, and then Samson won it last year. It was even bigger. He had Nexzilla, and this year you got Martin Fitzwater, top 4 in the world,
yep,
and Chris Bumstead
yep.
against him.
hmm
That's
Uh,
exciting.
I think I even heard Andrea Presti was doing the show.
Yeah, he
I heard
usually does.
yeah, he usually does. I thought I
Presti,
heard,
yeah.
yeah,
There's a
Horse
few.
MD is doing the Romania.
He did
So,
Romania last year.
yep. So you got a lot of these guys doing the show. I
Nathan,
think it's literally 7 days before.
is
They're
Nathan not
probably
doing
going
it?
to. Diasha?
Yeah. Or no, he said Arnold, the Arnold, Ohio.
Somebody
That's what it
said
was.
that he got his visa approved for the Arnold, Ohio, which I think is interesting since the guy has a federal drug charge. It just doesn't make sense that he would be allowed to come into the U.S. It just doesn't make sense.
Maybe he has a statue of limitation.
Ah, 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 ah. Like the Arnold statue.
Statute.
Statute.
It's statute, right? Not
Yes.
statue.
Statute. I don't know, words are hard, but yeah, I think it is statute of limitations.
Yeah. It's not a sculpture of limitations.
No. Oh, did I? No, I didn't hear that. I thought somebody said that Hollingshead was getting ready for a show,
I
but
don't think he'd do that one. It's not his
no,
style.
yeah. I also heard somebody messaged me. Sean Clarita was doing the Prague.
Yes, that's one that I did hear.
Do we know who's putting this out?
I don't know. It could be fake news. Then again, it might be real news.
it's super hard to. I mean, I've got like random. I mean, no offense to like up and coming YouTubers. I don't want to sound like belittling anyone, but you definitely got
Ah,
a lot of channels. Well, here. Let me share the screen for everyone watching.
there's a lot of them popping up
Yeah, hey,
nowadays.
more power to them. I'm happy to see people growing, helping the sport grow. Aesthetic World has been tagging me in a couple things. This guy's saying these three guys are doing it. I don't know who else. Yeah, it's just like I don't want to say smaller channels, but it's just stuff I don't know, people I don't know.
Clarita versus Bumstead is something that people wanted in 2020.
Really,
Back then.
I couldn't
I mean,
imagine.
it would be interesting now, but maybe was it 2020? Yeah, Clarita, he looked awesome in 2020. Maybe his best.
And you think he should have went to? Oh, so you think
No,
he
no,
should
no.
have went to
People were
classic? Or
no, not at all. But people were suggesting who's better, classic or 212 back then.
okay,
Like this year they were too because Keon Pearson, he's quite classic.
yes, definitely.
So they wanted to see Keon Pearson versus Bumstead.
Oh,
I'll get enough comparison requests like all the time that it's like, okay, I know what you guys want to see. But Clarita, he's his hype fizzled down quite a bit.
yep, yep. He
I like
downsized a
him.
lot for this year,
Oh,
and it did not
geez,
pay
he
off.
looked, and he didn't look over hard and grainy from behind either.
No.
He's no spring chicken, you know.
Yeah, 42, 43.
Yeah, that, you know, we're not Dexter the Blade Jacksons.
Right. Or Clay Hars.
Phil
Phil,
started late.
very true. Yeah.
There's some guys that start late but Dexter, he he didn't. I don't think he started late.
No, he was competing, like what, right after,
Way
well, right in the
back.
middle of Dorian? Or not Dorian, Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure before he competed at the Olympia in '99, but he was competing way before that.
Yeah.
Akeem, that's a quite. Is that a new
Yeah.
update though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the
gee,
most recent photo we got from him. I think
he's
yesterday
looking
or the day before.
good. He's looking good.
Yeah, yes, literally 23 hours ago. It kind of cut out the picture he had in his story showed the back. I don't know why he cut that out.
Oh, it doesn't show it anymore.
Uh-uh.
Uh,
Yeah, it's gone.
I felt bad. I put him in the worst muscle groups all
Oh, really?
combined into the. Well, you've seen that video, or you might have seen the thumbnail. I mean, I did like a compilation to make the ultimate bodybuilder,
Oh,
like
right.
chest and
Yep.
arms, and then I did the worst one.
Oh. Do you want to spoil what Keen got mentioned for?
Well, his back, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not it's the detail, you know? It's he's got great side shots, the hamstrings, the quads. He's got some of the best arms on the Olympia stage.
He was
It's
he was featured in the best of video that I did also, so he was
oh,
got
okay.
mentioned for the best of for the arms. He had
Right.
the Frankenstein bodybuilder I built. He had
Yep.
Akeem's biceps.
That's good. Yeah, at least try to get him in there for something, you know.
Well, yeah, they were separate videos.
Mm.
They
Mm.
usually do well. I did them last year. Superset Man does them.
Yeah, Superset I think kind of like trailed the or blazed the trails for that and
We
I
were
mean,
supposed to do them together, and he never he. I think he was going to do it, supposed to do it like fairly soon, but he got working on other projects, and
oh,
he
okay.
only had so much time. I think he had to go back to work or something. I think he had a little
Mm.
bit of time off.
Yeah, could be. Yep.
I think he calculated it out so he could do the Olympia type videos while he had a little time off.
Oh.
But I still hope to see it. Because I
Mhm.
mentioned him in the video. I said, go over to Superset Man's channel. He's going to do the same. He's going to do the same video.
Oh, good.
but
Yeah.
he never ended up doing it yet.
Oh
I don't think he'll do the worst stuff. I think he's
no.
too kind of a person.
Well, yeah,
I'm kind
very.
too, but you know, I'll make you laugh.
Yeah.
If I make you laugh, then you can't really hate me after that.
If you can make somebody laugh, it's I don't know.
It's like,
It's
oh,
I suppose it's just a manner of style. You know, you've got a lot of channels that kind of focus more on the negative stuff, and then you've got other channels that completely avoid the negative stuff.
I did mention it too. I said, I know this is a negative video, but this type of negativity funds such projects as the Marks Max Muscle Invitational. So don't forget about that, ladies and gentlemen.
So don't forget to like. I mean, isn't that the truth? The stuff that gets the clicks. I mean, that's the
But
stuff
it
that
allows me to do something like that, though.
yeah, it drives the traffic.
And
And
that old Arnold classic video that I did, is there no guidelines at the Arnold Amateur? It's one of my most famous videos. People comment it, like still today, comment on it.
that
And
there's no guidelines. What do you mean?
I did it. It was a terrible display of bodybuilders at the Arnold Amateur back in like 2019 or
Oh yeah, yeah,
2020.
yeah. The guy with the curly hair, right?
There was a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I was really making fun of them. And back then, I had no idea these guys would actually see the video, and it just blew up. And I
Mm,
don't do that style whatsoever anymore, but it's still constantly almost at the top of my viewed videos.
wild.
Yeah, it's got like 250,000 views.
Whew. Yeah, it's crazy when you see like how many views some of these videos get, especially when you're the one actually making them. I still get surprised by some of those prejudging videos, which you know, thank God they didn't get copyright striked. But you know, some of the
The
my
video
earlier
footage, yeah, you got to watch the
yes,
video footage. I don't think it's worth it. Some
no, not
people slip it
anymore.
in. They think it's, they're gonna get a big pile of views here, but you know,
Your
poor
whole
Dylan,
channel could just disappear.
Dylan dealt with it.
Yep, Dylan
He
did.
got a strike.
I think most people get a strike early on.
Just
I
a little
got.
212 action he just showed, right?
Oh, was it? Yeah,
Just a little
yeah, but he
212
showed the
action.
actual live stream, right?
Yeah, I
That's.
think.
I think that's the dangerous thing is showing it
Well,
live.
even showing video footage while the Olympia is going, I think that's pushing it.
True. It at the channel your size, I wouldn't risk it. Same with
No,
like Xavier.
I wouldn't risk it for any,
Yeah.
because those small channels, you know the type. You don't know where they came from. All of a sudden, they got 100,000 people watching. There were not that many, but all these people watching their live stream of these events, and they don't even understand what a copyright strike is.
Yep.
A lot of them aren't even monetized. Thank you.
Hmm. Did she deliver you gingerbread cookies?
I wish.
She like I could go for some gingerbread cookies. Baby, what kind of cookies? It's like the Nutella ones. Nutella what? I hope everyone enjoys just the funness of this episode. Nutella biscuits is what my lady got me. Very delicious.
I'm dieting.
I am in a recomp getting ready for dieting. And it's fun to like feel sore again.
I got my stage set up behind me.
Oh really? You're like that close? Oh, didn't I see like a back
No,
shot on yours?
I'm doing the invitational here soon. People are waiting for it, and I'm working
Yeah,
on it. I'm working on it, and there's a lot of guys. There's 21 guys.
that's insane. Well, what about this? Here, I'll pull it up for everyone watching. Of course, thank you for watching. Consider subscribing. Um, we were this September one. How recent are these shots?
That's fairly old. These ones
Oh,
are
really?
old. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It looks.
I posted them, and I never posted the date, and I usually don't even look at comments or comment back. You might notice that because I just don't bother. And I looked at it. Somebody messaged me and said when or they thought it was new, and I said no, it's not new. And I looked at all the comments, and I'm like, oh no, everybody thought this was new.
Well, everyone has to. That's how Instagram works. They're gonna assume it's new.
No, I was like, 35 here.
Wow.
I didn't even have to diet to get abs then.
Oh, I don't even know my excuses then. Oh, geez.
No, when you hit a little bit older, it gets very difficult to get layers off your just the midsection because I'm back wise, glutes, things of that nature. I'm in way better condition than I've ever been.
Really?
But when you get a little older, there's like a little, I don't know, I think it's skin or something down there.
Yeah, yeah,
I noticed it right when you hit later 30s, early 40s. You can still keep in shape.
yeah.
You get more stubborn, that's for damn sure.
Mm. I
I've
think
been
that's
eating
the
fish. This is
I
this this is my
on
treat. This is my treat.
was it Jason or no? It was the recent episode with Tonio and Bo over on Monday Morning Muscle. I produced for. They were talking about if you get all the way to the end, they talk about the importance of Bo using fish last year for his Chicago and his Atlanta Pro Prep, and he said it like made him so it was such an easy prep. He didn't have to do any cardio, and he was ready at like 4 weeks out.
I've been doing a little bit of cardio, not too much.
Yeah. I think
I gotta
we're
eat as much.
doing 30 minutes fasted on the stepper. But I'm worried that I've heard some mixed reviews on the stepper. I've always heard steppers built legs, but now I'm hearing it
I honestly don't do
it
cardio to work legs.
no. Hmm.
You're
I don't know, I've
building your
also
leg. You're affecting your lag muscles too much. Lag workouts should be, well, you have big legs anyway.
yeah.
But for me to get my legs to grow, I really have to pound them. Squats,
Yep.
deadlifts. I can't do any workout. Like if I go in, I'll use every single machine, leg extensions till I can't even, I'm vibrating, shaking.
Mm,
I feel nothing the next day.
really?
I
Oh,
have
you're
to
that
do
conditioned for it?
I have to do squats with drop sets, then everything else.
Well, maybe you're just healing. Isn't that like the whole like being sore is that your body's
I
not
just, I
actually
just,
healing from it?
I like training my legs decent,
Yeah.
and I
I
don't
like it when I
train.
can't sit on the toilet after. That's
Well, those
oh,
that's glute hamstring day. I
mm.
separate them.
Oh, that's
Like,
smart.
yeah, it gets me. I definitely would say it gives me more size in my legs doing it that way. As soon as I split that up, like before, well, I have small legs anyway, but I had the even smaller ones before. But I split that up, and wow, what a difference!
Really?
Hamstrings need separate love, my friend.
Would I would say so, yeah. The hamstrings and the glutes and maybe the calves. Do like an
Oh,
accessory day.
calves are every day almost.
Oh, you're doing like the Jay Cutler style?
I just finish off with calves usually.
I think that's what either Jay did or what Kai did. They always
All the
finished
ones
off.
with calves. All the ones with calves. There's no excuses with calves. People are trying to figure out, oh, work all day on my calves, just one separate day. No, that's not going to do it. Calves are like a
Mm.
forearm. They're used to repetitive muscle, like repetitive abuse. You know what I mean? You can't work them once a week. You got to work them every day.
Think I gotta work the forearms every day?
Well, you do. You work your forearms every workout. You grab a weight, you're working your forearms.
Oh. Yeah, you're right, technically.
Yeah. Just like calves, they don't get enough rest. You could really have to work them every day.
Hmm.
I went to dandelion spores to a daisy.
Oh, the calf size?
Yeah.
Hey, it's we're not all blessed. I was blessed
No.
with big calves and big legs, but
Yes,
I've
yes,
never
you are.
seen an ab on me and except like right next to stage time. Like right when I was getting ready for prep, I would see a little bit like I'd do the abs crunch and I could see abs, but besides that, they never really were prominent.
Mine are getting harder and harder to find every passing year.
Mm. I need to get lean after this prep and stay lean and just never do like a full off or it's not even off seasons. I just like I get lost in life and I'll put on
Yeah.
30, 40 pounds.
It's simplicity on its own.
Yeah.
Just no carbs. Oh, you have to have some carbs, but you have to
On training
know
days.
you have to know when to eat your carbs and when
Yeah.
not to eat your carbs.
I
And you
never
know
heard.
in the evening, you know you're not going to do anything.
Yep.
Even though it's only 7 o'clock. Yeah, but you're not going to do anything. Why are you eating this? You know it's going to turn into sugar.
Uh-huh.
And you're going to wake up in the morning, it's going to be on you. And it's like, well, it's simplicity.
I've heard a lot of people say you need to carb cycle to increase your insulin sensitivity, especially like on
I think
training
yeah,
days versus non-training days.
I think oh yeah, everybody's different, right?
Yeah.
You can feel it in you if you're too low carb. You need something. Otherwise you're just going to get ripped and you're going to lose your muscle.
Mm.
It's got to be not a slower process, but rather than just eating fish for 3 weeks at a time, you have to be able to carb up.
Yeah.
I've been doing like three days off, like hardly any carbs.
Really?
I'll eat vegetables.
Oh, you probably feel like death by the end of that.
Nothing to me, Sanch.
Yeah, just an iron will.
I'm the type of person that had his house run over by a cement truck.
What does that mean? Wait, you had your house ran over by a cement truck?
Yeah, exactly what it means. That's why I selected the words that I choose. Yeah, 2001, my house got run over by a cement truck.
It just went off the road.
Went off the rails. I often talk about a mountain I live on. It was
Uh-huh.
at the bottom of this friggin' mountain is where it was. The cement truck wasn't even supposed to be up this road. Took
Oh
a
wow.
wrong turn. It actually hit a big like side of the cliff thing on the road, and it was on its side when it ripped through the house.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Hopefully not the side you were recording in.
No, I was getting off the bus in school. It was 2001.
Oh, yeah, 2001. Yeah,
I was like,
bus. Uh,
yeah, I was getting off the school bus.
wow, 2001. I was a whopping 8 years old, and Ellen remembers that perfectly because she was what, born? Oh gosh.
I probably was already a year late in high school by that point.
Because you're so smart.
Exactly. Because I wanted to rest a little bit longer and not have to go to work, right? And
Yeah.
plus, I took schooling a lot longer than most people. They went to
Mm.
college, paid for it. I stayed in high school. You learn more. There's
Yeah,
more
like an
classes.
extra year.
I just failed the tests on purpose. I know all this stuff. Just fail it again.
Mm. Just to prove how smart you are. You're like, I don't even need to do it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
Stay younger that way.
Yeah. So the moral of the story, Mark, Prague Pro is going to be interesting.
So what do you got? Where do you got them?
Um,
Let's just say not because we don't know the list yet, right?
yeah.
Where, and I'm doing a video on this, so this will be interesting to get Sanch's point of view. Where does Chris
Okay.
Bumstead place at the Olympia Men's Open?
Oh man. Well,
Let's just say, don't go past 8. I'm not going to go past 6.
yeah,
I won't disrespect him. If he places 6th or 7th and what have you,
that wouldn't even matter.
no, won't
Well, I
matter.
think if he could beat Martin in a condition, well, because he's going to fill up a little bit,
No,
but
he ain't going to fill up nothing. He's way away from his weight cap. Where's he going to get this weight from?
well,
Come
he's
on.
open now.
I know, but he always was away from the weight anyway. He never had to
Oh,
worry
really?
about that anyway.
How far
Yeah,
away was he?
he weighs himself with his clothes on.
Yeah, but that's maybe like an extra. He's maybe 5 pounds away. Then he's not worried about it. But what if he fills up?
Is it
But then
5
he's
though?
going to lose the conditioning. So it's like,
Yeah, but you got guys that are right on the level, and you know they're cutting weight.
yeah,
Like Ramon.
Ramon's
Ramon
done it a
Dieter.
few times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'd explode, I think, in size. Whereas
Yeah.
Bumstead's underweight. I don't know. I don't know if he'd get big or not. Just like Clarita. Clarita's not going to be any bigger.
No.
He's
And we've
185
seen him
pounds.
big.
Yeah, but he's 185 pounds. He's going to be the same weight in open as he's going to be in 212. No,
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yep. Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't think he would
Well, does
place
he beat?
higher than Andrew.
No, no.
So he would be
I don't
sixth
think. I don't think he's peeled. Would he? You think he'd beat Brandao? Oh
at the
wait,
Prague. I think he could.
no, no, no. I'm just saying at the Olympia. At the
Oh, at the Olympia?
if he
I
was
think
to
so.
compete at the Olympia, where so he'd get seventh. He beat Bonac. Is he
He could
beating
beat
Bonac?
Bonac. Yeah. I know you
That's
love
a
Bonac.
weird. No, that's a weird, weird matchup.
Yeah. It's just
It would be
crazy
it,
thickness.
an
Well,
ant
how do you
versus a
compare it?
dandelion. An ant versus
Yeah.
a dandelion. It's like who wins? Huh? Whoever. I don't know. Judge would just be, look, who do you got?
Well, it'd be even more impossible if all you had on the stage was Bonac and Bumstead.
Yeah, it'll be easy for them to. Well,
Yeah, you
Bonac
put them in a
could beat
lineup. It's like,
Brandao.
okay, well, what look does everyone like better? A tall, streamlined, crazy X taper, or are we looking for a freaky freak? But side by side, that's an impossible comparison. That's like comparing
I have
Ronnie and Lunsford.
I have a little picture here. If I can send it to you,
Yeah, sure.
you could show it to the audience. It's just a little
I've
sneak
tried
peek.
to give you producer rights, but it turned out to be not what I thought it was.
I wouldn't know how to do that anyway. I'd be like, honey, get in here and help me. The computer's
Pick these
flashing.
buttons for me.
All right. Send this over to Sanch.
Sunchy Sunch.
Now.
Oh, hey, that's a pretty good edit. Look at you. Let's see, it's popping up on the chat.
What do you think of that, ladies and gents? Chris Bumstead looks pretty darn good in this lineup.
Well, he beat Derek.
Would he be thick enough? He looks a lot more conditioned, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I think in terms of what we just had at the Olympia, he compares better to the champion, Samson, than Derek
Didn't he?
does.
Didn't he?
Because if Samson is the goalpost now,
Should have made him a little bit bigger.
oh, is he even taller than Samson?
He's 6'1". 6'1" and a half. I don't think Samson's 6'1". I think Samson's 6 feet even, if not
Oh,
5'11" and a little.
I can't remember. I don't think
Of
I
course, we
was.
don't know how tall Bo Lewis is, do we?
No, no, he doesn't even know how tall he is.
Yeah, I go through the same thing. I measure myself now, and I'm like, I used to be like 5'8",
Mm.
5'7 3/4", almost 5'8". Now, not even close.
I've been skipping leg days so long, I might actually be 6'2". My mama might be right.
Arnold used to be 6'2" or close to it. Now he's only like 5'10", they say.
Really?
Yeah. Well, as you get older, you shrink. It just doesn't just happen one day. You get gradually a little tiny,
Right,
tiny,
right.
tiny, tiny. And depending on how hard you are on yourself.
Hmm.
Look at Sean Connery. Sean Connery always had good posture. He was 6'1" till he was like 83.
Mm-hmm.
Same height.
Well, meanwhile, I'm like a hunched over, just like a bear. Just
Yeah, especially you lift heavy weights and stuff like that.
yeah. Not,
Yeah.
I mean, not crazy weight. I'm just trying to. Right now, I'm just trying to rebuild those neural pathways with the muscles so I can feel things again, and then get the
Light,
massage work to, you know, release stuff.
lightweights. I find lightweights the answer.
Yeah, yeah. I'm kind of
I
done.
know that sounds stupid, but I'm telling you right now, you can get into a rep range that you can separate the men from the boys
Yep.
or the ladies from the girls,
Oh,
whatever.
sure. I mean, it's all just an ego thing, and nowadays all I do is I'll wear a tank top, but it's under two hoodies, and I try not to take the hoodies off, so that
Yeah,
I'm just like got my hat on, the hoodie on, and then I got like a pullover, and I'm gone to the world. My eyes are closed half the time, just trying to just feel make sure both parts are working. Yeah, just trying to take the ego out of lifting finally after all these injuries.
Well, you can. People see you lifting weights, and if you're doing squats and you're not coming up all the way, you're not locking out, and you're doing it a nice range, you're going down all the way, even past lag level,
Mhm.
they're not going to be like, geez, he's not lifting much weight. It's like, they're probably thinking, geez, if I lifted lighter weights doing it that way, my legs would hurt. And it does, it's the way you do the weight.
Oh, sure. Yeah, when you don't lock out on stuff, you keep that muscle in constant tension. It's
You
a
know,
very underrated strategy. Yeah.
you know it's hard.
Yeah.
But it's again, your ego is at, but I'm used to lifting weights by myself and I know what works and I know what doesn't.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I'm not interested in going to try to squat 10 times, whatever it would be, wouldn't be very much for me.
Yeah. Yeah, if I can put 2 plates on a squat, 2 plates on a bench, like 3 or 4 plates on a deadlift, like that's all I need. It's I'm good. I've
Yeah.
chased the weight before. And look at
And
me.
it,
I'm all hunched over. I'm all lopsided.
yeah, it probably never got you the best results.
No.
Now
No,
that
the best
doesn't
shape I've
mean
ever been in was the high rep, slow, lot of cable movements. Smith. If take me to a gym, give me a Smith press, I can do every exercise from a Smith.
the old lean machine. I think Jack LaLean invented that.
That sounds right. Yep. I think
He
you told me
sold the
that.
rights. I think he sold the rights to the Smith guy. I think. I know that George Hackenschmidt invented the hack squat.
Yep. Yeah, that's an easy one.
And
Yep.
you know what's funny? I'm my strongest deadlift is a reverse deadlift, which is a hack squat.
Which is a wild. Yeah, it's
Isn't
very
that funny? I can do
not
more
conventional
and
movement.
no straps. No straps.
Hmm. Uses the
Make them
double overhand or double underhand.
double overhand.
Yeah.
If I do just straight up deadlifts off the ground, I'll use
The hook.
left under, right over.
Yeah.
And see, I don't know if it's mental or what, but it seems to be easier.
It's for some reason I feel like it's like it twists my body inwards and it's like keeps everything tight.
I don't know. It's
Got to be
weird.
some kind of like centripetal. Let us know down below what your guys' thoughts are on the deadlifting techniques and what's the best. And all you
Right.
sumo people can,
Yeah, I'm not into the sumo squat. Right now
no,
I'm
it's
doing straight legs, like to try to build my hamstrings up.
ooh, yeah, there you go,
Yeah, those
solid,
are the best. Yeah,
yeah.
real deadlifts are gonna work. I don't know if they're the best for bodybuilding.
No, it's
I'm not
it's
a
good to get
bodybuilder.
like it's an
I'm not
all
a
around
doctor.
movement. Hacks like a hack or rack pulls, the half pulls,
Yeah,
those are
I'll
good.
if it when I do my deadlifts right now, I'll do them off the rack,
That's perfect. Yeah,
which is way easier.
more time under tension.
Well, I'm doing super high reps anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I'll start with 20 pound plates, and I'll continue.
Uh,
I'll put like three 20 pound plates on, or 25. So I'm going down a little further.
yeah. Oh, okay. How
I
many
get
reps
these
you
big.
doing?
Oh shoot! My first couple of working sets, I'll do like three, just warm up sets. Because if I
Hmm.
dive right in there, I'll kink up my hamstrings, and I'll be no good to anybody.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with
No,
you.
I'll go 20 reps, couple solid sets, and then I'll do a drop set.
Okay, solid.
Yeah, that usually
Cool.
works, and I'll change it up,
Yeah.
you know. But I won't I won't start with deadlifts. My next hamstring day, I'll do walk lunges.
Oof. I usually finish with walk lunges. It's
Oh
like a
no,
torture.
not me. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even use weight on them anymore. I don't even have to. You just really
Yeah.
target them in there and do a few extra. It's like you don't even need weight.
No. Or you just use the bar just to challenge yourself a little bit, but just to get yourself in the right posture. But,
Dumb,
anyways,
dumbbell deadlifts are great too.
sure. Yeah. elevated from a plate. That's nice too. Really, really hit the full range of motion. Well, I think we hammered the Prague Pro enough. We talked about all kinds of bodybuilding whatnots. Um, Make sure you guys check out Mark's. What would you say was the perfect bodybuilder based off of this year's Olympia?
Building the ultimate bodybuilder from the
Building the ultimate.
2024 lineup.
Yes, and also he just came out the Jay Cutler versus Samson. Check that one out.
Their first Olympias. That was a tight decision. Didn't know which way to go on that one, to be honest.
I'll have to check it out. I think we're gonna hit some. I think it's a chest day. It feels like chest. I know we skipped arms and legs, but I think it's chest day again. But Mark, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, we get to see an exciting Prague. Chris Bumstead, Martin Fitzwater, Sean Clarita, and then the maybes. You've got 5 or 6 exciting maybes.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Ooh, yep.
Jay Cutler will be back. Don't worry.
He's just right around the corner. Don't worry, everyone. Well, all right. Thanks, Mark. Subscribe, guys. Check out Mark's Max Muscle on YouTube if you're not watching him already. And we'll see you guys for Friday for our normal installment of Bodybuilding and Friends.
See ya.
See ya.